Welcome to this video. It's me, Daisy, and we have May here today. And we are so excited for today's video. It is a year-end video that we do every single year for the last couple of years. And it's the video where we talk about our team's planners for the year, 2023 planners, and the 2024 planners that everybody's going to be using next year. So last year we called it like a Techo Kaigi. Techo in Japanese means planner. And then actually, I don't remember what Kaigi means, but basically it's a video where we're reflecting on what we used last year and what we'll be doing next year, maybe some of the changes that we're making along the way, what worked well last year, and so on and so forth. As you all know, here at Yoseka, a lot of us love planners and our planners. Many of us have
like big stacks
multiple
of planners.
Yeah, big stacks are a common thing around the team. And in preparation for this video, I basically asked everyone to bring in their planners, and everyone arrived with their big stacks today. So
it's not just Amy.
Not just Amy. Yeah, exactly. She gets a bad rep. But we're all guilty of it. And you know, if you're anything like us, you're probably like excited to dive into your 2024 planners now that we're at the end of 2023. And I'm really excited. This is a video I look forward to every single year, of just like chatting with everybody and seeing like how the planning went throughout the year. I think for me personally, there's like ups and downs to it. There's definitely like times when I'm journaling more, when I'm writing in my planner more, and times when I'm not doing that so much. So yeah, and everybody's just like always trying to find the perfect system for themselves.
Planner
I feel like.
piece.
Planner piece. Oh, I love that.
I've been watching a lot of other Techo Kaigi videos on YouTube.
Oh yeah?
So I'm learning all these like words.
Wait, I didn't know that. Really?
Yeah, like when you find the planner that's perfect and you don't need anything else and you're not looking for anything else, you're at planner piece.
Oh my God.
You found your planner piece.
We all strive for planner piece. I love that term. Who was responsible for coining that term? Do we know? You don't know?
No.
That's funny. Yeah, but it's a good one. If you're watching this video and you coined planner piece, thank you. It's a good one. And May watched your video. So today we will be kind of cycling through a bunch of members of our team. It's not everybody on our team, since we have a pretty big team here now. But we're gonna start off with May, and May has her little stack of planners that she's prepared. So May, why don't you tell everybody what were your 2023 planners?
So I think I started out my 2023 with still like half of my travelers insert in the beginning of the year.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then I ran out of that.
Like you're undated.
Yeah. So then I switched to this one. This is the High Tide planner.
Yeah, I think we call this like the classic diary or something, right? Yeah.
And I took the store sample. I hope that was okay. This was like midway through the year and no one was using it.
That's okay. We basically have like a bunch of samples of planners at the end of every year. Okay, so this was
So this was like my main planner. By that, I mean just like my weekly planner that I carry around with me all the time. And I do my scheduling and keep track of like what I did at work. And if I have plans coming up, I just write it down in there.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is High Tide's Classic Diary A5. It is a vertical weekly. So for the monthly pages, I did continue doing my doodles, like daily doodles.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Pilates.
Hungover at work.
No, May. I didn't need to know that. I couldn't tell. Oh, actually, I remember that day.
Yeah.
Wait, that ink is so black. Is it?
This is Uniball.
Oh, it's the Uniball one.
This is 0.5.
So black.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
I
tell.
love it.
Yeah.
And then I'll just share like a couple of the spreads. This is what it looks like when I'm done with the week.
So
I have
cute.
my budget, or it's not really my budget. It's like after the week is done,
Yeah.
I just tally everything up and just get the total for that week.
Oh, I love this one.
Yeah.
So cute.
And I'm still like crossing things out with my washi tape. And that helps me just like decorate.
Wait, like mistakes?
Like I planned to do exercise apparently, but I didn't do it. But I hate seeing like exercise.
Yeah.
Crossed out. Right. Feels bad to me.
Block it off.
Yeah, with some pretty washi tape.
Yeah.
So I just block out my work hours, and then this week it doesn't look like I had any like things planned for like outside of work. But I had some to-dos that didn't have like specific time attached to them, so they're just hanging out like up here. This is just another spread. Yeah.
So this was your kind of like daily carry planner that you would jot down your schedule things in. Okay, cool. What else were you using?
So I did have a lot of planners this year, or things I was using. This is my
planner aspirations.
Yeah.
So this is a Hobonichi Weeks, and this is an A6.
And I was using this one as my journal, and this was supposed to be my like side projects, art projects, YouTube planning, but I barely used it, and I like really did not use it.
Well, some of it is used, yeah.
I tried to, when I realized it wasn't really like getting used, I tried to use it like a sketchbook for a brief.
That's so cute though.
like 1 week. And also try to use it as a media journal, but it's like not. I discovered that it's not sustainable for me to have like all these different books. Because I'm too lazy to grab it.
Right.
Like,
you started off with like too many separated planners. I see.
And so, for example, if I'm journaling here and I want to check back in my planner, like, was it Wednesday that I did that, or Thursday? Like, I have to grab this book to flip through and like check. Which I found very annoying.
Okay. Yeah. So that kind of leads us to what will you be doing differently in 2024? I'm seeing one book in front of us.
So it's gonna be just this one book.
Wow.
It's gonna be my everything planner.
Wow. So what is this one?
This is the Hobonichi Hone in A5.
The slash ivory cover.
Yeah, it's really nice, and I have this pencil case thing.
Yeah.
That I'm gonna clip on like that.
So this is the Hone slash ivory cover, and you're gonna use it with the Hone clear cover as well. I guess it's not 2024 yet, so it's going to be empty, but this is gonna be, your plan is for everything to basically live all in this one book.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I was doing a couple of things in here that I want to carry over. So like a lot of tracking and so I'll show you just a little bit like this kind of tracking. And budget tracking, I would do this after the month is done. Like, and for this too, I would have to check my main planner for those like weekly tallies. Just to get the total.
So like a lot of cross-referencing, which you thought was annoying at the end. Wait, did you keep this up? This colored in budget?
I mean, this is just like, I'm just writing in my total for the weeks.
No, that's pretty good though.
And then just seeing like, why was this week so bad? You know, that's because I was traveling.
Why was it such a big block?
And I see a trend actually where the second week of the month I spend the most for some reason.
Interesting.
Yeah, right?
Interesting. Okay, cool.
So I want to do this, but basically I want to reduce the amount I'm like flipping back and forth between different books.
Right.
I'm going to do the budgeting here.
Yeah.
And monthly doodles started this month.
Right.
And then I'll have my journal in here, so I don't have a separate book for that.
Cool.
And of course the weekly.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I wish you good luck in this new venture in 2024.
I'm
excited.
I have a really good feeling about it. I think, I don't know, I'm hoping this will be like my system.
Yeah, your planner piece. You've maybe found planner piece with this one.
Watch me end up with like 7 different planners by the end of the year.
Okay, so is it my turn?
Yeah,
Yay!
Daisy.
Okay.
So what did you use this year?
So this year, everybody, I used This year I used 2 planners. I used the Hobonichi Techo Planner A6. It's my go-to every single year. And I used it in a cover. And I use this for journaling. And then I also used the 5-year diary. It was my first year starting a Hobonichi 5-year diary in the A6 size. So I'll show everybody the stack that I was working with this year. So this is the stack that I was working with this year. It was very pleasing to me that everything was A6 size and like very nice. Kind of like, you know, the same, very, what is the word for this? Consistent?
Right.
Yeah. So I am more of a journaler, or like a recorder, a memory. I'm more like I'm into planners for logger, like more about like recording my memories. So I don't really have as much like schedule things written down in here, but this is more for journaling. So the A6 Hobonichi Techo planner that I used was, and this is a cover that I used. This is a cover that I used for 2 years actually, and the planner inside. This is when we went. This is when we went to.
Where is that?
Oh my god, that's when we went to like a TWH hotel. Where I told you
they have a photo booth.
They have a photo booth,
so cute.
and I swiped Neil's photo. He's gonna like kill me for showing this, but it's okay.
God, it's
yeah, and
Neil's sick.
Food poisoning. I think he was so sick that day. So this is like where this is like.
Are you like obsessed with Neil?
I'm obsessed with Neil. So you guys can see it. This is where I did a lot of journaling, like at my friend's wedding or some family photos. And this is where I would just like, when I had the time, usually at the end of the night, I usually just journal about my day. If I have like some intense feelings about something, I'll find myself scrolling in here for a few pages and maybe go across the pages because I don't use it every single day. But yeah, so I made sure to like record major moments of happiness in here, and then even when I like don't get to it that day, I'll often go back to it and write it in that day. So it's like a happiness log and also sometimes a sadness log if my emotions go there. So this is a journal, and I'll continue using this next year. And then this one is the Hobonichi 5-year Techo, and all those are... So a lot of you guys know I was doing a baby diary last year, and this was my baby diary for 2023. That will be the baby diary for the next 5 years. So just like little moments, highlights of Jacob's memories.
Oh my god, so cute.
Yeah. It says jellyfish, fist bumps at Ariyoshi with Yaya. That's when we went to dinner with Soraya, and Soraya gave Jacob like a fist bump and then exploded it like a jellyfish, and Jacob was like thought that was hilarious. So like little memories, little highlights that I can flip back and like remember funny things that Jacob did or said.
I see that you're not using as much like stickers or like
Yeah, because I think it's more about just, I think actually a lot of my journaling is gravitating towards more just writing and less stickers and less washi tape. Sometimes I'll put like one in there if I can find like a matching motif, but it's not something that like is the primary thing for me for when and I think that's different from a lot of the people on the team.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we use...
Honestly,
I
just don't have the time. Like when I get to journaling at the end of the day, it's usually 11:30, and then I'm like, let me just write this journal entry so I remember it. And then it's midnight. I'm not gonna like spend another 20 minutes making it pretty. So that's me. It's more about the memories for me. So yeah, this was my baby diary for 2023. It's a 5-year. So spoiler alert, I'll be using it for the next 5 years. Spoilers. Okay, so moving on to my 2024, I'm really excited. I will be using the same Hobonichi Techo planner, but I have a new cover. This is the taut Bordeaux cover, and then inside it'll just be like the same planner. So yeah, I haven't really like set this up yet, but I will be using it. The one thing I'm a little worried about is like it's a little like less. There's fewer pockets. There's no bookmark tassels. So I'll have to get something else to replace the bookmark tassels.
And it's also very like not as soft as that one, so you can't. I'd imagine you can't really like fit more stuff in the sleeves and stuff.
That's true. Maybe I'll end up going back to this one. I just really loved the patent leather look of this. I thought it was so classy and so nice, and
yeah, it looks perfect.
Yeah, I was joking with May earlier. I was like, I'm gonna be a different woman in 2024 because of my planner. So this is my planner. This will be my main journaling planner. And then some other planners I'll be using next year are these. So I'm going in the opposite direction. I'm getting more planners. So I'm going to be using the Take a Note Medium Weeks. This is a vertical format in B6 size. And I'm going to be using this one for work. Yeah.
Oh, really?
So I have been all year long. I was thinking like I wish I had a work planner, but I was like too lazy to start one in the middle of the year. I have a work notebook, but I think a work planner would be nice for me. So I'm going to be using that, and then obviously I'll be continuing my baby diary. And then these two look so good together because they're both Mina covers, Mina Perhonen. This is a Weeks wallet that I'll be living in.
Look how perfect
I know,
this is.
I know. I'm so happy. So happy with myself. This is the Hobonichi Weeks in the Cats and Me design. And I'll be using this as, I think, like a cooking diary.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for like things that I cook. But I don't cook that often, so this might be a bad idea, but we'll see how it goes.
I mean, it might encourage you to.
Yeah, it's just so cute. It's such a cute combination that I couldn't resist.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited for you.
Yeah, and I have a lot of green things, so it just made sense.
So cute.
It's so cute. So there's my stack for the year.
There's my stack for the year.
Oh wait, I picked up the wrong planner. Yeah. I'm not gonna be traveling with all of these though.
Oh, and I have one more notebook, which is my dating journal. So
right, we didn't talk about that.
This will stay for the next
Oh, really? Oh, you're gonna use it?
Yeah.
Oh, have you been keeping up with it?
More or less, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we should fill everybody in. One more planner, one more little journal that May had was her dating journal.
I can't like show you my spreads because we'll have to.
Okay,
rate
PG
it differently.
content.
Yeah. But this is the hours. What is this called?
Card, isn't it like a card?
Oh, it's just called card holder. Okay.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so it has like a date and with location. So when I first saw this, I thought, oh, it would be perfect for a dating journal.
Oh my god.
Going on dates. So I just write down like when I went, where, with who.
Cute.
And just like.
Weren't you also giving it a rating?
Yeah, oh my god, yeah. So this little line here, I bought a heart friction stamp specifically for this purpose, and God. I rate the dates.
That's so funny.
Out of 5 stars, 5 hearts.
A tough critic? Are you a tough critic?
I think I'm too generous.
Oh, too generous. Okay.
I need to be a little bit tougher.
Oh my God, you're right. You're right. You deserve the best.
Yeah.
Yes.
But this, I'm happy keeping this as a separate thing, just to have everything in one book that I can look back and not have to search in the big book.
Cool. Okay. Well, that's our 2023 and 2024 planners. Thank you so much, May.
Thank you.
And next up, we will actually have Ashley. So we have Ashley here today for the 2023 and 2024 planners. And Ashley, you're a little under the weather. So we're just playing it safe. But you have...
Have you seen this?
Yeah,
this
you
stack?
have like a ton of planners in front of you.
My mountain?
Yeah, your mountain of planners for, is that...
Okay, yeah.
That's a lot. So what 2023 planners were you working on this year?
For 2023, it was just these 3 is what I started out with. I had my Hobonichi A6. I had my PAL, my Plan and Log planner, and then I had my Hobonichi Weeks, which it's in like my traveler's notebook.
Oh, wait, did you always do that?
No, it's something I started
okay.
during the middle of the year.
Okay.
I just like tossed it in here like this, like it's not really being held together by anything, but it was just because I had this sticker release refill, which is like such a random size, that I wanted to keep with this, and the bands just made sense.
Yeah.
And then I have other random sticker sheets that I just have clipped to the cover.
Yeah.
So it's just nice to
It's
keep
kind
it
of
all
just
together.
like a storage.
Yes,
I see.
it's like a storage thing.
I see.
I don't know if I'll continue to do it for next year, but it's working for right now because this is the one where I like decorate everything, so it's nice to have stuff right next to it for storage organization.
Yeah.
So that's this year, and honestly, it worked pretty well. The only thing I had to change was the PAL, my beloved.
Wait, so did you say what each planner was for yet?
Oh, no,
miss that?
I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't, yes.
Okay.
I was using the Hobonichi A6 as like my personal journal.
It's a common one to use in a personal journal.
Yeah.
Me and May were both using that.
It's really good, and I like this a lot. It's like something I've been doing for the past couple of years, and I think I'll continue to do it. It's very nice. The PAL was my work planner, and also just like general chores planner. And then my weeks was like my social calendar, which was like the new project that I gave myself last year.
Right.
Which also worked really well. Like honestly, this whole thing, like I wasn't sure if I'd be able to stick to it, but I filled it up like really well.
Wow, what a social year you've had.
I know.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, that's how it looks, but like some weeks are blank, some weeks are like you know, smaller. But
okay. So then, what planners are you're working with a much bigger stack over here for 2024, so would you mind sharing what you'll be doing differently in 2024 and why the expansion?
I know, such an expansion.
It's funny because I was just talking to May, who went had a lot of separate planners for separate things, and it ended up not working well for her. But you're the opposite of that, where it worked really well for you, and you're actually further expanding. So it's interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So
everybody is different.
Everybody is different. Truly.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah.
So something that I added this year was a high tide block calendar. This is the Legenda planner, and so I'm continuing that. I just have one of their different styles, but it's still the block.
Oh, okay.
format.
This one is so cute with the little
with the
tennis racket playing dog, I guess. Bear?
It's a cat, I think. I'm not sure.
Oh. Yes, it does look like a cat,
it's
actually. You're right. Cute.
But so I'm continuing that. That is working okay instead of the PAL.
So that's going to be your work planner?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I was using the monthly memo. What is this called? The Iris B6.
Yeah.
For a health log. For high tide.
Okay.
And it's just like, it's very simple, very thin. And that also has kind of worked, but it's something I need to think about for next year. So for next year, what I'm doing,
the expansion.
The expansion is, so first I'm continuing to use the A6 Hobonichi as like a personal journal. I'm using the Golden Mask cover next year, and I'm using the original.
Whoa, that's crazy.
It's a big change. I'm a little scared. Not scared, but like, I really liked my arts and science one.
Yeah. It's like mainly the same.
It's mainly the same. I just like the consistency.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to use the colorful.
The Golden Mask.
Yeah.
That's like quite a bold cover choice
Super
too,
bold.
right? Like,
I love how
it's a
so
bird.
Cute. It's a bird.
It's a bird.
Course.
Yeah.
And then I'm continuing to do my social calendar in a weeks again. leather.
So
the green
those
leather
really
one.
did work very well for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping those.
Oh, and you're another week's. Okay.
Oh, so this is, oh, well, I guess first I'll say this. I'm also going to be using a cousin.
Okay.
This is the water green cover
Wow.
from Bonichi.
Beautiful.
And I'm mostly going to be using this one as like a, like keep at home planner that just stays on my desk as like a to-dos, general to-dos, and I'm going to try planning art things in here as well. So it's going to be like my personal tasks. I guess if that makes
Wait,
sense.
what? Sorry, to-dos?
Yeah,
and
to-dos.
like specifically like personal life to-dos.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Like my personal chores, personal art things, which like I've tried. I tried, this is 2023's version.
Oh.
And I tried it a little and it's like,
You had a little go at it.
yeah, and this like, it doesn't look that pretty, but it like worked really well for me.
Uh-huh.
So I approve of
Got
this
it.
format for
Got
next
it.
year. So these are like my definite, for sure's, 3 planners that I'm excited about along with the High Tide.
And then you have a lot of planners that you're thinking about.
Because I mentioned my health log
Yeah.
planner.
Yeah.
I did not get the same High Tide planner for next year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what I want to have it in yet. So I have a week's on standby. I was thinking about doing the PAL
Yoseka
again.
Lab? Oh.
Yeah, so the Yoseka Lab has the like vertical Gantt format.
Uh-huh.
And that was good for like tracking a lot of things, and I think that might be good for my health
Okay,
log.
yeah.
But I have to try it in the Yoseka Lab first before I commit to anything.
Oh, I see.
So that's why this is here. I'm not really sure what I'm doing.
So these are all contenders for your health log. Is that what's going on?
This one is, and other planners not pictured here.
Right. And then what's the hours?
The hours is just a planner that I liked so much.
Yeah.
That I just want to use it for something.
I think many people are guilty of this one.
I know. And like we've shown it in another video, so if you want to see the insides, you can check that out. But it's just such a pretty layout that I was like, I want to use it for something. I'll probably use it for just like memory keeping in general. But yeah, I just like it so much. That's it. That's
You just
all I
love
have.
this planner. I mean, I think that's actually very relatable. It's just like, I just got this planner because I love this planner and I don't know what I'm going to use it for.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we'll see if I can keep up with it. But so far, with all of these, I've got like 5.
Wow, okay, so
For next year.
I'm very happy for you because I feel like things really went very well this year in the planning. And you're roughly gonna do a lot of the same thing, like not a lot of changes actually.
Yeah, not a lot of changes.
Right?
I think I found a good system that works for me, like separating work from personal, from like my very pretty social calendar.
Yeah.
Like I think I'm able to put less effort into the work one,
Right.
if any.
Right.
And then like some in the personal, it's a little messy, and then my social one is the one that I make very, very pretty.
You make pretty.
Yeah.
I like that. And then that kind of gives you like room for just you don't
Less
have to
pressure.
make less
Yeah.
pressure, exactly.
Yeah.
You don't have to make everything so beautiful, right?
Exactly.
Like yeah, so it does make sense that the social one is the one that you want to spend the most time in and like, you know, want to make beautiful. So I do like that a lot. You've inspired me.
Oh.
I'm moving in a similar direction as you actually next year and trying to have more separate planners for separate things.
You have a big stack. I'm gonna have to watch the
I know,
video
this is
as
my
well.
stack. This is my stack. Ashley and I haven't talked about it, but
Yeah.
you guys know. But yeah. So
Very
thank you
cool,
so
very
much,
cool.
Ashley. We wish you the best of luck with your planner. Oh, so May was telling me planner piece. Have you heard this term?
I have not.
Planner piece is a term. She was watching a lot of Techo Kaigis, and she learned about this term planner piece where everybody finds like their perfect system. So it sounds like you're very close to planner piece, and you know, wishing you even more planner piece in 2024.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm most excited for the cousin. Hopefully that will add to my planner piece.
Yay! All right, thank you, Ashley. Okay, everyone, so we have Susan here. Hi, Susan. Susan is a newer member of Yoseka. She joined earlier this year, but she was in our mid-year Techo Kaigi update. So I'm just very happy to have you here for the 2023 going into 2024 Techo Kaigi video. And why don't you tell everybody what planner you were using for 2023 this year?
Yeah, last year I was working on this like Molong diary, which I actually had since like 4 years ago. It's an undated planner.
Oh!
But yeah, I just finished
Wait,
it actually.
Did you feel planner pressure because you came to Yoseka?
I think like a combination of having like wanting to write down my shifts for Yoseka,
Right.
and like doing my art stuff.
Right.
I used my planner more than I did before.
Right.
So I think that did help me just finish the planner.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, for those of you who don't know, Susan is also, like, your life has changed a lot in the last year, right?
Yeah.
Like, you basically moved across the country, you're new to New York, and you started working at Yoseka, you started your own art business, which is amazing. So a lot of things to kind of keep track of now that you didn't necessarily have to keep track of before, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. The 9 to 5 is more like I didn't need a plan.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So did you just can we take a look at like a page or two of the Molang diary and see how you used it?
So I have a page bookmarked here. It's a little chaotic, but
Oh, so this is like a weekly block kind of
Yes.
format. Got it.
yeah. So yeah, this is a recent last month to the beginning of this month where generally I just write things I need to do each day. And here is what I usually just like start taking notes as well for that week. And if it runs out of space, I kind of spill over what I need to do.
Yeah.
And something new I was doing was like marking how many hours I was spending on art in my like art business. So
Wow,
that's what
like, where
these
does it
are
say
for.
that?
It's just these
Oh.
check boxes. So
So
one
this
is
is
an
like 4
hour.
hours?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So yeah. And
Like,
then,
so is that because your goal is to spend more time working on art
yeah, I guess
or
like
less time? I don't know. Like,
I think more time,
Yeah.
and I feel like maybe before, since I didn't have traditional hours, it was a little hard for me to keep track. So I'm like not sure if I did enough. You know?
Yeah.
So this is good to just be like, okay, I put in like the time I wanted to put in at least, and if I go over, that's also fine.
Yeah.
But before, when I wasn't keeping track, it was like, oh, did I do enough this week? I don't really know because I've been like working kind of haphazardly.
Right, like now that you're like self-employed, right? You really have to
Yeah.
be a little bit more like rigorous about that, I guess.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
this is your way of doing that. I like that. So you were mainly using it as like to-do lists.
Yeah.
And tracking anything that you needed to be tracked, but like not like in a very rigid way. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So then, what is the planner that you're going to be? Oh, you actually like finished this.
Yeah, it was like
Oh my
perfect
God.
timing.
Wow.
It like finished just in time for like where the Hobonichi weeks actually starts.
Oh my god!
So, no spoiler,
it's a
but
sign
yeah.
from the gods,
Yeah.
the planner gods. So, okay, so you mentioned Hobonichi Week, so that's this one right here. So this is your 2024 planner. I'm so excited. I love Hobonichi Week.
Yeah, okay.
Did you know that? It's one of my favorite
Oh,
planners.
really?
Yeah.
I didn't, yeah.
So what you got going on over here?
This is the pale blue-green Hobonichi weeks with the familiar sights cover. And I just liked how they went together. color-wise,
Yeah, they look so cute. I feel like this clear cover looks so good on so many bright color backgrounds, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, and it suits you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like little animals and stuff, so.
So are you going to be using this format? So like this format, if you don't mind, I'm gonna flip way ahead so that we're not like actually going into your planner. But so this format is obviously a very different one from the one that you were using before.
Yeah.
How are you using like the different spaces for your daily to-dos and stuff?
I think it's actually a little bit better for kind of what I was doing before, where, you know, before I had that one square where I started writing random notes, and sometimes it would spill out because I'd have less stuff per day.
Yeah.
So now, like, I can put all the random notes on this side.
Oh, and they
then,
all just like, doesn't matter if they spill over because it's all just continuous.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, so the weekly plus memo is a good format for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! And how perfect that like the lining up of like when this planner ended coincided with when this planner begun, because this planner actually starts like end of November, right?
Yeah, exactly. The very like last week of November.
Right, right. So you've been living in it for like a month now, and you like it so far?
Yeah, I like it so far.
Is that a pencil board that I see?
Yeah, this is actually like, I think a Japan exclusive one, but it's this like pink bunny one.
Yes, Tsubasa from Hobonichi brought us this one.
Yeah, it's super
Perfect
cute.
for you.
Of course. Yeah, I was like,
Did you take all the stuff? The Opanchi
Not
stuff?
all of it, but some of it.
It looks like you drew that. Like, it's the same.
Yeah.
Oh my god, perfect. Okay, cool. Is there anything else you want to share?
I guess I could show one of the weeks I had. So, also in advance, I accidentally started on the wrong week. I like skipped the page, so I just put note of that there.
Oh my god, that definitely happens to me too, where I've just written on the completely wrong day.
Yeah, so this is an example where on the right I was putting like my notes. So yeah, I'm a big fan of to-do lists, so I was doing that. And then on the left was my events. And also
one
my
big event.
sad COVID positive event.
So sad.
2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Oh my god.
And the event and birthday I wasn't able to make because of that.
Oh my god, that's so tragic. Oh my gosh.
But yeah.
Cool. So this is a little preview of what the year is going to bring in your Hobonichi weeks.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Susan, thank you so much for showing us, and glad you're feeling better. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the mid-year update, hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye. All right, Amy. So we have Amy, our planner queen here. Many of you may have already seen Amy in our previous planner videos before. She has a passion for planners. Is that correct to say?
I would say that's correct.
Okay. And she started off the year with a lot of planners, and we'll see kind of where she's at now. So Amy, would you mind telling everybody what were your 2023 planners?
These were my planners for 2023. It's kind of a stack of four or five planners. This was my Hobonichi A6 that I used for journaling.
Labeled.
Labeled, yes. Like all of them have these cute washi labels.
Are you gonna do labels again next year?
No, because one of my covers I can't really put washi tape on it.
Right. So then you're not gonna label any of them?
Because
that would bug you.
One would stick out.
Right.
So
Okay.
it's all or nothing.
Got it. Okay. What else?
So this is the Hobonichi A6 weekly supplement that I was using as a Yoseka planner on this very cute sticker you made for us on the front. This is the Midori B6 pocket diary, of course dog themed, and I used it as a media log. And then this is the Take a Note A5 that I used as my main weekly planner, and then little bonus is the Yoseka Lab project that I worked on with Bethany that I've been
so cute
figuring out uses for. I've really enjoyed using it as a sort of supplementary planner. So I almost actually ended up going with a PAL for this coming year just because I was kind of obsessed with the format. So I started doing a thing where I make my Take a Note A5 into a giant PAL by drawing this line down the middle and then using it how Bushiman uses it.
Oh my god. You're so funny.
Yeah, so I've been actually kind of doing it more or less like this, though it's been changing a little bit.
This one is your main weekly planner, and so what you're saying is that the PAL Bushman planner has this line going down the center where the left-hand side is for plan and the right-hand side is for log. Plan meaning before you do something, you plan to do it and write it down in your planner, and log meaning you write it down later, what you've done. So you've basically converted your Take a Note into a plan and log.
Yep.
A giant planner
Oh,
log.
is this for like recently or like?
I started doing this maybe just the last couple months, and so I'm still working out a lot of things.
Right.
I think it might get a little bit more flexible, but I've been having a lot of fun with that format and trying out different things.
I guess you can sort of create your own PAL format in the Take a Note. That's great. So what planners are you going to be using for 2024 based off of like what went well and like what didn't go so well? I feel like you used all of your planners, right?
I did use all my planners, I think.
Wait, did you use this one? The media log?
I did use it, but I kind of fell off it, so not so
Okay.
much for the last.
I was going to say like the media log is busy. Is not busy. It's hard to keep up with, I feel like.
It is hard to keep up with, and then it's hard to catch up on, and that's something that bothers me when I'm behind.
Yeah.
And so I think in the future I might try to add it on to one of my planners, make one of my planners multi-purpose media log and
Something
a lot
else.
of these other things.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. I every time I think I have my planner lineup down, then I completely change everything. So right now I actually have no idea what any of my planners are for, but I can show you them anyway.
So you've selected your planners, but you don't know what you're going to use them for yet.
Yes.
I like
and
that.
There might be new additions to the lineup, though I'm going to try to keep that to a minimum.
So is it fair to say that like you kind of shop for planners based off of the styles that you see yearly and then decide what you're going to use for each one like as you go, like later on?
Ideally, I would be a person who who chooses planners based on needs. In fact, I probably am one who chooses them based on wants and then tries to match that according to needs, which doesn't always.
That got deep. Okay.
It's aspirational though.
I got it. Okay. So what are your 2024 planners, Amy?
Yeah, so this is my little stack. This is a very new thing I'm trying. This is my first ever Hobonichi Weeks.
I'm so excited for you.
Right?
You're going to love it.
Yes, and
Wait,
I got,
and then there's another one.
so these are my two very first.
The second one was
Hobonichi Weeks.
hidden under the first one.
Yeah, I really kind of love.
How like
both
you
of
to
these.
like just get two right off the bat.
They're just look, they're just both so great.
I love it.
This one is my is going to be my work / Yoseka planner, whereas this one is really up in the air.
But you like the olive leather.
I do. I love the olive leather.
Me too.
And both of these styles I really like because they both just like lay flat.
Yeah.
And I decided that I just don't really want to use plasticky feeling things like, you know, the PVC covers and things.
Oh,
So-
like what would be a plasticky cover?
Like the covers on covers.
Oh, you don't want to use covers?
No, yeah, I just
okay.
want to keep things really minimal.
Okay.
I have this, the laconic Gantt chart monthly planner. I don't know what I'm using it for, but
Show everybody the inside.
yeah,
It's
okay.
insane.
So this is really like Authen's planner, the Visual Life planner that actually got discontinued. Authen's been using it for like 7 years, and he's really heartbroken about it. Actually,
Yeah.
We've also gotten a lot of questions about it. So sorry, it's discontinued. The closest thing we have is probably this.
Because not a lot of people's brains work like that.
I also
you?
like. I kind of don't think my brain works like that either.
But you
I
want
really
it to. Aspirational, like you were
Yeah.
saying. What are some ideas that you might use this for?
Yeah,
Do you have
so
any?
I have some ideas like a habit tracker going across this way.
For sure.
Or using it to plan multiple, like I guess block out long stretches of time and like longer projects. Part of the reason I'm interested in using it is because I really loved using this spread in the, well, this is the Yoseka Lab, but this is basically the PAL monthly calendar, and on this right side is sort of like this Gantt chart with the numbers down the middle, and I really loved using this as sort of like a log. This one ended up being a sleep log and a mood tracker, while this side was like a habit tracker.
So you enjoyed
So-
habit tracking actually and doing this
Yeah.
graph kind of logging.
Yeah, and so I'm thinking about maybe doing something similar like around here.
We'll find out in the mid-year update what this one ends up being used for.
Yeah, there might be like 7 more planners too at that point.
That's true. So then last on the stack we have this planner, dog.
Yeah, so
That's what it's called, right?
It is called dog.
Yeah,
It
okay.
just sounds funny when you say,
It's just,
last
it is
we have dog.
Amy loves dogs.
I do love
Yeah.
dogs. So I swapped out one dog planner for another one this year.
Oh, yeah.
So this is actually just the Taken Out A5, but it has dog cover by Tomomi Nishikawa. And it sort of has this like kind of woven texture that I think Laura described as like cushiony, like a couch
A
cushion.
couch. I thought that was great. It is like a couch. Yeah. It makes me want to go to sleep.
Right, and that's why I don't have a washi on it, is because it just
Yeah.
it would ruin the.
And you wouldn't want to put a clear cover on this. Because
Actually,
would take it away.
doesn't work.
Oh.
It is not compatible.
Okay.
Pro tip. So yeah, and I think I was actually thinking about using the clear plastic cover on my Taken Out like I did last year, but I decided this year I think it's going to be a stay-at-home planner. This will live at my desk, more likely on my bed. But
Do you plan on your bed? You write in your planner on your bed?
I do a lot of things in bed because there are always things on my desk.
Wait, that's great. If I were to try to write something on my bed, I would fall asleep immediately.
I also
Does that happen
sometimes
to
do
you?
that.
Okay. Oh wow! I should have asked everybody in this video that. Do you plan in bed?
Actually, I
Or
would like
journal.
to know. I think that most people do.
But please answer in the comments.
Okay.
Please
All right,
do.
all right.
I do not. I cannot.
I think you're the anomaly.
Okay, in here you have to take a note.
Yeah, I just have my Taken Out. And actually, this is a little bit different from last year for me because last year I had the Taiwanese version because we were sold out of it here when I decided to hop on the Taken Out board in
Right.
late January, so I ordered it from Taiwan. This is the English version, and like the grid and the numbers are all actually a little bit darker, which is throwing me off a little bit. I'm very excited to keep using it.
Yay, okay, so a lot of things actually went quite well last year. You'll be doing the same things, but maybe, like, I love how you are very adventurous in your planners and you can try out formats like very easily. I feel like maybe because like you did all that research for Yoseka Lab, you really know and have ideas on how to use different formats very, very fluidly. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think I also just have a lot of fun. I find it genuinely very interesting.
Yeah.
So like last night I spent about an hour going through all of Taken Out's Instagram like story highlights.
Yeah.
To see
Wow.
where they posted all of these other people.
The users,
using it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
love
have-
seeing that too.
They have story highlights called Use It, and then there are 10 highlights that each have like 20 stories on them. So I just went through all of these like, and I took all these screenshots. I have so many ideas.
Wow, okay. Well, thank you, Amy, for joining us for our Techo Kaigi. I'm excited for your 2024 planner lineup, and we'll see more from it, hopefully, in the update video, whether you've added more, what planners you'll be using for what, and what, how it ends up going.
Thanks, Daisy.
Thank you. Bye. All right, everybody. Now we have Gordon up. Hi, Gordon.
Hi.
Are you excited to be in this video? It's your first video, you were just telling me.
So excited.
Oh my gosh, Gordon is a newer member. He actually joined earlier this year, but he's been doing like everything, and that's why my mind is blown that this is his first time on our YouTube channel. I'm truly just in shock. But this is the perfect video to join us for, and I'm really excited to hear all about your 2023 planner system. I thought I knew it all, but looking at this table, I didn't know it all, and then to find out about your 2024.
Yeah.
So what planners were you using?
So going into 2023, I was really unsure what planner to use, and that indecision kind of cost me. By the time I realized it was already January, so that's when I kind of settled on just a blank notebook, and I was like,
Okay.
I'll just do it all myself
Okay.
and figure it out as we go along.
Okay, how does that work? So this is this one here in front of you. This is the Take a Note.
Yes.
That's the one you landed on?
Yeah. So I just have to take a note. I think they call it the Master Bullet Journal.
So this is the one you went into 2023. You had your little crisis, and then you landed on this one because it was very open format.
Yeah.
Should we take a peek inside?
Totally. This is the layout I kind of ended up using most often. I just kind of have like weekly to-do section here, inbox of anything that kind of came up. I was thinking about buying a chainsaw mat Chainsaw Man shirt from Uniqlo this week. And then I had a layout of every day this week, and along with a little habit tracker here. It looks like I was very bad this week, but yeah.
Wait, what's inbox?
Inbox is basically anything that comes up that I'm not sure what to do with yet, and I don't want to think about it at that moment. So it's kind of just like a parking space for issues that come up.
So it's like ideas that you're not ready to act on yet, but like something that you're thinking about?
This would have been something that I would have resolved at the end of the week, and it looks like going into the week after that, it wasn't here at all, so which means I probably decided not to get it.
Oh, I see. Okay, so this is a very kind of like clean cut functional to-do list, right? Is that the kind of planner you are? Like you use your planners mainly for to-do lists?
Yeah. I like try to be very cognizant of what I can get done in a specific day, so I have actually slowly used smaller and smaller planners.
Yeah, this one's pretty small.
Because I've realized like when I write a lot of things, I just feel bad for not getting anything done.
Wow,
but if I only write two things,
that is literally
then
what
like,
Neil says.
I did everything. I did everything I needed to do today.
Yeah. So you just really boil it down to like what you can get done, what you need to get done, and you don't think about like things that you want to get done but like are unrealistic, basically, right?
And so part of it too is like if it doesn't fit in the space on the planner, then it's also kind of like I probably can't get it done.
Wow, I feel like a lot of it maybe is like female male planning, because Neil is really the same way.
Yeah.
When he's planning, it's really just a to-do list, and he talks all the time about how he likes Hobonichi because it limits to one page, and he doesn't have enough room to like write all his to-do list down, you know, like because he can't get to everything.
Yeah.
So a lot of times his page is like 2 bullet points or like 3 bullet points, and just checks them off. And that's what
and
you do.
It slowly just like creeps into the next day because
Exactly.
it will anyway.
Yeah. Okay, and then do you also, so you write in the week beforehand, and then you fill it in as you go?
Yes.
I see, okay.
It's kind of like a combination. I go through every week and look at like the big events and big blocks I need to block out. But then day to day, I kind of do like a digital analog hybrid.
Okay.
Yeah. I also have a work planner.
Okay. Travelers.
Yeah, Traveler's Olive. It was really just an excuse to buy the olive. Yeah. So this one's pretty straightforward. It's just like weekly goals we're trying to get done. And then you notice like nothing gets done on Friday and Saturday, ideally, because it's my day off.
Oh, right. Yeah. It's your weekend. Okay, cool. So you got this, you using this as a work planner, but really just an excuse to get the olive. I see. Makes sense. Makes sense. All right. So then what about your 2024 planners?
Yeah, so it's really simple for the travelers.
Same thing?
Yeah, just
so
a weekly layout.
So you're getting the weekly 2024. Wait, is it the same?
No, this is the blank because I started.
This is undated.
Yeah, because I started this one when the olive came out.
Right. Makes sense. Okay, so now you're going to have your dates all written in, even more simple.
Yep.
And you're going to use it the exact same way because it's been working for you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What about your other plan, your personal, I guess? Yeah.
It's a little bit of a step up. I got kind of, not annoyed, but a little bit more work done, like filling in the whole day and writing out all of that out. So I just going with the B6 this year. I like that compared to the other taken notes that you have the whole week laid out. I think that's really helpful for me to be able to visualize like my entire week at a time. I kind of struggle with the old take a note where it's just like 2 or 3 days. And I was like, wait, what about the next week? Or like, what about the rest of the week?
You're talking about like the A5 take a note where it's 2 days per page.
Yeah.
And then you'd get you'd have to flip for the rest. You like the week at a glance. I see.
And kind of tying into my to-do list and my inbox for the week, like I kind of want those always in my vision. Whereas I feel like if we got to Wednesday, they wouldn't be there anymore. I wouldn't be thinking about them anymore.
Right. That makes sense. Okay, cool. I'm actually using this planner as well next year, but not for personal. I'm going to be using that for work.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we'll see how mine goes and how yours goes in the mid-year update. Okay, well, thank you so much for being a part of this video, Gordon, and hope to have you again.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, bye. Alex, it's so good to have you here.
Hello.
Hi. So I think some people who are watching this might have already seen your Inside My Planner video where we looked at your Hobonichi weeks. So that's one of the planners you were using this year. But what were your 2023 planners for anyone who doesn't know?
Yeah, so I'm gonna start from June.
Okay.
Has anyone seen the planner update? Because I did switch stuff then.
Okay.
But I had then my high tide, which I was using for here. So this is the agendas. And then for me, I had a travelers that I was writing the dates in that ended in June. So I needed something between then and now. So I actually just redid a stallage. I was drawing all the grids inside, and then halfway, between then and now, because this is not what it looked like then, I put, this is just paper we have in the store.
Right.
Around the cover, and put the pasta cover over it, so it matches this Hobonichi case.
So you were talking about how you used your Lay's agenda for work.
Yes.
Right?
I just have events and stuff here when they were happening, just so I knew, highlighted through the months kind of, and important dates 1 year.
Wow.
And then kind of on a weekly, clearly it was not here. Well, this was the year before, so that doesn't count. So on a weekly basis, I would just use it for anything kind of important. This one's kind of blank, but you'd have notes, or for some reason something to remember, etc. Kind of tape things in when I need them. So it's very chaotic, almost a little bit.
But what I'm noticing
notes.
about a lot of people's work planners is that it is obviously a work planner, so it's a lot. It's not, nobody's trying to make it beautiful.
Yeah.
It's more about just function and just does it do the job of helping you to remember this is happening here,
Yeah.
right? So I definitely see that in this planner. And then what was the other planner you were using for 2023?
It's just a yellow stalogy cover, and then I liked this paper, so I decided to just cut a strip and it fit inside the clear case.
Aww.
This is just kind of the same as the work, but for me personally, set up. So the front has little tabs on it. The front has just the months. I did the months.
Cute. You're doing a little bit of bullet journaling in here,
Yes.
right?
Which I'm not the greatest at keeping up with, not gonna lie.
It's hard.
But so it has just notes. Clearly, didn't write anything in November particularly, but important dates. And then in the back, I'd have
So you're doing weekly block in it.
Yeah.
I see. Cool.
or there's just random scribbles in the middle here for no apparent reason, which was kind of nice to have, space to have random notes in the paper or random notes in the back. I have doodles in the back of this randomly, etc.
Wow.
And then
okay.
changing colors. Obviously you can see where I am every day, or if I need to remember rent. This is Hobonichi Day.
Wow.
With notes. Let me just give over that one. In the middle of it. So yeah.
Cool. And then you were using this Hobonichi cover to store it in?
Yes.
Wow.
So when I did the paper, I kind of wanted it to match. I've had this since last year, actually. I did not get it with this Hobonichi release, but wanted to use it for something. So since they match really nice, I was like, yeah, okay, let's put it together. So it slides in the back here. And I don't really slide it in both for any reason. I have the pencil boards on this side.
Cute.
Just my ruler and eraser and then pen.
Okay. So what about for 2024? What are you going to be doing for 2024?
So 2024, I have a bit of a switch. I'm using our travelers for here now. It doesn't hold my weeks anymore because I was getting a little bulky. So I just have.
So you're using travelers for work?
Yeah.
Hour refill?
Yes.
Oh, and then you're putting your own. How are you going to do that?
Keeping on trend with me using this paper.
Wow.
I put a blank monthly, so it started from December just because that was easier, and then have dates, and we're back. For monthly, so kind of the same as like that monthly spread in the beginning of the high tide that I had. And then I have ours, Arla refill. I just liked how these two matched together, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
So when I saw it, I was like, okay.
That looks so good.
And this is kind of the same, like notes-wise. I have what I have currently inked here, or like as I'm going. But instead, I'm like writing the dates in because I found that it was easier to just keep a mental track list of what I was doing or needed to remember. And if I need to write something in the future, I can always write it like in the monthly for the future.
So you're like writing in the date every day and then just doing to-do lists, basically.
Yeah.
I see.
Basically,
Cool.
kind of like my own to-do list, or we'll like separate it, and if I need to remember just an overall list and then my stuff too.
Wow. It's very in the spirit of Travelers because you're like making it your own and like really customizing it to like how you want to use it, and you even have our shop refill in there. I love it. And then what else do you have for 2024?
So for me personally, we're gonna try this out because this is probably the biggest planner I ever have. I have the A5 Han because I could not resist this cover.
Yeah.
I also see a lot of people like love this cover. It's so pretty.
Oh, it's very you. It's the Makino, Tomitaro Makino cover on the Hone A5 hardcover with a clear cover on it.
Yes.
So you're going to use this for personal, and you're not quite sure what you're going to do with all the space yet, it sounds like.
Yeah. My original thought for me for like the coming year, because I liked how I had the Stalogy, but consistently writing stuff in is not my strong suit, to be honest. So I was like, maybe I should go weeks, because that might be the same idea.
Yeah. But there was also the Makino weeks.
Yes.
You liked this one better?
Yeah.
That's so funny. And then there was also the Hon A6.
Yes. That I actually, because I need the weekly altogether more so than I need individual day.
You need this format, you're saying?
Yeah. So if I was going to go between A5 and A6, it had to be like A5 because I wanted like this kind of weekly spread on all of them.
That's you're just like Gordon in that you like the week at a glance together.
Yeah.
That's something I'm trying out this year because up until now I really haven't needed to use this format, but I think for planning purposes this is a good one to have.
Yeah.
Right? It's like if you're a planner versus if you're like just journaling. Planning, this vertical format like this is very nice to have.
I'm trying potentially the opposite because I'm not the greatest at keeping up with journaling. Again with the same thing with like drawing the lines like consistently.
Yeah.
So I'm like, maybe if I have it in the back of here with me at all times, better opportunity.
I think so.
We shall see.
And you don't have to journal every day, Alex. It's okay if you miss a day here or there, or like a month. I was flipping through with May, and like I feel like most of our Decembers are pretty empty because December is just such a busy, crazy month. There's a lot of social gatherings and a lot of to-dos for like the end of the year and things like that. Yeah.
I'm going to be perfectly honest, the Stalogy does not have any of the weekly for December, which is why I did not flip there.
Right, exactly.
Got to the end of November and I was like, no.
We've all been so busy. It's okay. It's okay. All right. So that's your 2024 setup. That's exciting. Anything else you want to share? Is that it?
That's it.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much, Alex, for sharing that with us. May and I were talking about this term planner piece and how we're all after planner piece, which is when you find your perfect planner setup. And I think we're all after it, and it looks so different for different people. Like for Amy, it really works well to have everything separated, and May is kind of going in the opposite direction where this year she's trying it all in one. So different things work well for different people, and I hope this video has given you all an idea of just how diverse we are as planner users. I hope you all enjoyed like listening to what everybody's going to be using their planners for 2024. It's been a great year, and let us know in the comments if you want to see like in more detail how somebody's planner is going throughout the year, and we'll be sure to try and do an inside my planner video with them. But I think that's all for this video, and I just want to say thank you all so much for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.